Hello, how are we all doing? Priverts, I think that's how I pronounce your name. I apologize if I've just butchered that, but thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy the stream. How are we all doing? Good to see you, Bladed. Hope you have a good afternoon. Galaxy, hope you're keeping well. You two Verts, how are you all doing? I hope we're all having a great start to the week. Ooh, campfire's getting a little low now, isn't it? Let's get a bit more fuel on that, eh? Let's get a bit more fuel on that. A few more logs, although we might have to go chop some more wood soon, eh? That's a thing for later on, though. Let's get straight on into it, shall we? So, we are back with more Tekkit Classic with Tim. And we sort of think we know what we're doing. We've come back in and our inventories are like full of stuff. Apparently I was doing some blue electric stuff. Tim, I think, was making some solar panels.
Well, yes, if you cut to my screen at the minute, you can see how many resources I've got
Holy
dumped in my
shit!
little alchemy bag. Like,
Oh, okay.
that's what I meant by I think I was making 4 medium voltages.
Oh man, yeah, I was saying maybe I should do that, but now looking at what you're in the middle of, I think I'll leave it to you. It is literally a bag of holding, isn't it, Bladed? Like, if that's probably your favorite magic item in D&D, isn't it?
I'm so sad I don't have one now. Like,
We'll figure it out. Maybe it'll happen on another one. We'll see. Hey, Nate, how you doing? Survival tip. Oh, what would be a good survival tip? Um, should we do one with fires? Should we do one with water? What should we do? Tell you what, we'll do one with fires. One that's been pretty apt of late for all the rainy weather. So, when you're lighting a fire in the rain, it's not impossible, as a lot of people tell you, but it is substantially more difficult than lighting a fire in dry weather. So, a sort of smaller side tip, it's kind of obvious, though a lot of people kind of forget. Try and get a bit of cover if you can, even if it's just like a couple of people holding like a small tarp or an umbrella or whatever over your working area, just to try and keep the rain off initially. When you're trying to light the fire, you want to have all your wood ready as normal, and you want to build a crosshatch with your fire, your tinder in the middle, and using sort of your kindling either side to build a crosshatch, and then you want to build an almost full flat roof above your fire. And the reason for this is you're containing your heat. You need your fire to burn hot, but not too hot, because the hotter it burns, the faster it burns. You need it to dry the wood out, but if it burns too quickly, it'll run out of fuel before it's able to dry out its new fuel. So it becomes a bit of a balance of trying to dry out the fuel above it and keeping hot enough while not burning too quickly and burn itself out. So there's a tip for you when you're lighting fires in the rain. Build a little crosshatch and keep it all nice and consolidated.
I
So
have to say, a part of me thought, like, I don't know why, that he was just going to leave it. And when you just said about holding the tap over it, so it was like, yeah, if it's wet, just hold the tap over it. Like, and I was going to say, that's a pretty fucking shit tip, isn't it? Like,
it would have been a bit shit. Having said that, you'd be amazed how many people don't do that. Like, holy crap. Like, to some extent, when it comes to lighting fires and stuff like that, obviously a lot of people, even scouting, don't necessarily have much experience. But there are also the things which are, well, come on, that's just common sense. Not everyone necessarily thinks of the common sense. I'm tired, but let me hear some tips. Always happy to give some survival or HEMA tips. Dry wood is a necessity. If you haven't got any, shelter the wood too, methinks. Yes, so if you can shelter the wood somewhere, under a tree or whatever, if it's absolutely heaving it down or it's already sodden through, it's not going to make much difference. But anything you can do to try and dry the wood out more or get it away from rain or water sources or anything like that will help you. You can get a fire going with damp wood, but your actual tinder, the bit that you actually start the fire with, that really does need to be dry, and you've got to be able to dry your wood out faster than what you're burning through your dry resources, if that makes sense. I like the little roof one. A diagram might be necessary for me to remember. Yeah, it would be better with a diagram. I don't have my display capture set up. I've just cut to mine and like paint on paint.net. I'll put something in the Discord later on Bladed if you remind me. But yeah, it is basically think almost like a house roof, but flat over the top of your fire. Because then, as all the smoke passes over the wood and that, it's capturing more of the heat from the fire because heat rises, and all the smoke also draws the moisture out of the wood,
It
which
sounds
is what
daft, but
helps it rise out.
we're in Minecraft. Why not just build a little example for them?
That's actually a really good idea. Where's some wood? Hang on. Hang on. Wood. Do we have any logs? I don't think we have any logs. Okay, I'll go cut some logs down. Just that my whole mind just stopped for a moment. Like, that's actually a good idea. Why the fuck did I not think of that?
Is your Muppet?
Oh, that was actually really interesting. Ah, nice Noah Galaxy. I instruct survival, so for people who don't know, I'm on the Scout survival team, so I teach survival skills. I'm also a trained swordswolf, so I fight in longsword competitions
And yet you
and
don't
similar.
know how to shut a fucking door.
Oh yeah, mister, I never shut a door for the entirety of the last stream. Having a go
Because
at
I
me
never
now.
went through it. I spent the entire time down in the mine again.
That's not... Well, yeah, you're not exactly wrong there, no. You ever made a Dakota fire hole? Ooh, that's the one where you've got a fire in a hole and then you've got a secondary vent shaft, isn't it? Yes, I've only made one of those once. The main issue with those, can we sleep so I'm not doing it in the night time?
Yes.
The main issue with one of those survival sense is how much effort they make to, how much effort they require to make. They're really like useful, like they warm the ground up. They're great for cooking on. They burn really quickly because it's able to draw oxygen in through the side. Like they're a great tool. Why? Okay, I'm not even going to question it. But yeah, in a survival situation, the amount of effort it takes to produce one compared to like other fires is just not really worth it. They are absolutely amazing though, a lot of fun to do. Let's see. So, what would be a good? So this is probably going to be an overly large example. Oh, tea time! Thank you very much. Hey, Lakea, why are you not bringing up tea time? Lakea, why are you not bringing up tea time? Okay. I'm not sure Lakea is doing her job. Damn it, Lakea! I spent all weekend working on you. Hang on. Let's do this manually. No, that's ban tea. We're not banning tea. Fuck that shit. There we go. Thank you, Nate. I will keep that. I've got a cup of tea with me, but we'll make another one in a bit. Thank you very kindly. So this is going to be an overly large example. And these logs... Oh, we can't change the way the logs face, do we? Okay.
No.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 will do. Game volume is really loud. Okay, give me a moment. Thank you for letting me know there, Bladed. Oh, shitting fuck! You bastard! You absolute wazzacking dingus shit!
Well, he was teaching them to
Motherfucker.
make fire, not explosions.
Yeah, well, the two go hand in hand. Oh, I need more fucking dirt now. I hope, let me know if the volume is still a bit loud, Bladed. To be fair, it's a little wasted. Not wrong. Oh, that's why, it's reset back to like 30%. You plonker, Rodney! Oh, man. Oh, that made me laugh. It's been years since I've seen that. It's still slightly loud. A bit more like it now. Awesome. I'm gonna need more dirt now. I'm getting very sidetracked considering I'm meant to be making blue electric stuff. And I've gone from lighting fires to
Fine.
now patching up creeper holes. Little shit. Anyway, I saw a message that I think I missed. Ooh, are you interested in SMP servers? I would be. If you're on about playing in one, SMPs honestly sound like an awful lot of fun from what I know of them, which admittedly isn't much. But from what I do know of them, they sound an awful lot of fun. I would be 100% down to try one of those. Let's see. That's more like it. Thank you very much, Bladed. I really do appreciate you letting me know these things. Awesome. First time I've seen you genuinely spooked like that. It would be to a fucking creeper as well, wouldn't it? Would be to a fucking creeper. Right, there we go. 4 again. So, I probably picked a bad place to do this, but fuck it. Let's move it back a bit. I will get this done. I am going to demo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I should probably have used different coloured, You know what? Fuck it. If you're gonna do it, we're gonna do it properly. I am going to do this. He says wasting so much time. Why did you say this to me, Tim? You know I'm gonna lose so much time to this now.
It'll be funny.
Oh, right. You on call of that. Right. I need more birch. I hope the condenser's still got diamonds in. How are we doing on resources? It's because we keep using them. It's like we're not desperate right now, but at the same time...
I will probably end up finishing this thing doing more mining.
Oh, absolutely. The amount, like, the hole that Tim has dug out downstairs, guys, like down in the basement. Oh, you do not want to see it. It's absolutely fucking massive. Let's see. What's your thoughts on blacksmithing? I'm planning on attending an all-day experience in October. Oh, yes, I do want to give that a go. Let us know what it's like, Nate. It's not something I want to get into as, like, a hobby, but it's definitely something I want to give a go. At some point in my life, like, being someone who trains with a longsword, I want to try and smith a longsword. And I know there's courses that do stuff like that. I would love to give it a go. You'd have to start off with something smaller, like a knife or whatever. And it probably won't be something I could actually use in training. But, like, having something that I've made myself would be absolutely brilliant. Also, the same for having, like, a survival knife would be beautiful. So, yeah, let us know what it's like. The only reason I don't really want to get into it as a hobby is just simply I already have a lot of hobbies. I'm quite a busy guy. If it wasn't for that, if there was more days in the week, like more weeks in the month, absolutely I'd want to get into it. Absolutely. Oh, and if I had more money, because if all my fucking hobbies are fucking expensive. Let's see. Ooh, hematip. Thank you very much. I will do that in a second. Tell you what, let me finish this first, so I'm not trying to do context jumping, and then we'll do the Hema one. That sound good? Right. Okay. Tim, there was a saw in there. Can you just bring it out for me, please?
Saw?
Yeah, a saw.
Iron handsaw?
Yeah, that'll do. Wait, why have I made this? Oh, right, no, that is right. It's the wolf guy. Hey, how you doing? Hey, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Awesome, thank you. Right. Let's cut these up a lot. Slabs. Okay, just to give a slightly better... Oh, God, this is not going the way I had planned it. Fuck. No! Don't fit. Wait, what? You've got the back. Oh, okay, sure. That texture makes no fucking sense, but sure. Right. Let's see. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Double fuck it. I don't care. This will give the idea across. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll work.
Expect nothing less from yourself.
Look, I'm not exactly an architect, okay? If we're on a campsite with like wood and that, sure, do it all the time. I literally teach this stuff, but in Minecraft, not the medium I'm used to working in. Right, okay. Awesome. Very good. Today will be the trailer for a new Submachine Legacy. Nice. What's Submachine? I'm not familiar with that. Okay, so this is kind of what I meant. So if I break this in here, this inside here is where you'll want your tinder. So your tinder would be, maybe you'll use paper. It could be a homemade firelighter. Silver birch works. Silver birch bark works beautifully. The fluff from your tumble dryer is an absolute beauty for lighting fire. Though that stuff is wonderful. So tinder, whatever, will go in here, and you'll have your really small tinder bits of wood starting here. And this would be more your kindling. So your kindling is slightly bigger. So your tinder, you can actually imagine if you hold up your pinky, stick that out, and your tinder wants to be about the size of your pinky's fingernail in terms of width. That's how thick you want your tinder to be. It's really fine. It will light up really quite easily. Your kindling, you want to be a little bit thicker. So your kindling, if you hold up your index finger, is going to be more like the thickness of your entire index finger, not the length, thickness we're talking here. So it's thicker, it takes a little bit longer to start burning, but it'll get up there. And that's what you want to be making these crutches out of. They'll form the walls. You also see you get gaps left in. These are important because that's where the oxygen's getting drawn into your fire. So remembering the fire triangle, which it's amazing how many people forget this, fire needs oxygen, heat, and fuel. So having space for oxygen to be drawn in is what you need. Up here is the little top that I was talking about. So you would have, because your wood is quite wet and is going to need to dry out first, you're going to effectively be doing this. So you're going to be building your crosshatch quite tight on top. Bollocks. There goes the trend. So your crosshatch is wanting to be really tight on top. You will have a little bit of gap, and that's fine because you need, in order for your oxygen to be pulled in from the sides, your heat needs to rise, which pulls the smoke out of it. But you want this to be fairly tight because holding it tight means it holds the smoke and the heat in for longer, which dries out your wood faster. So that's kind of what you're looking at here. I've built all this. I'm only going to end up tearing it down in a minute. But still, I hope this gives a slightly better insight as to what I was talking about. I'm going to face build it properly, even though I'm going to tear it down. And now I have to get my hematite. Oh, give me a sec. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, okay. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I hope this gives a slightly better idea for what I was talking about. So you can see here, you've still got these small gaps. When you're using sticks off the ground, that will always be the case. But if you can get it quite tightly packed, it'll contain the heat for longer and dry itself out faster. So there you go. Is that a little bit better for you, Bladed? Does that explain things a little more? I realise that it might still not be great. I'm not about to start teaching survival in Minecraft, but... Whoa! Wait. Lakea? Lakea? You go, Lakea? Damn it. I'm going to alert Dead Town, likely pass out. No worries. Thank you very much. Before you go, I'll quickly do your hematip, though. Ooh. Hematip. What would be good? Have I mentioned the 4 measures before now? I don't think I've mentioned the 4 measures, have I? So at any point in combat, I'll put you on Tim's screen as I explain this. This goes for all types of combat, but particularly in longsword, your measure is one of your most important tools. And you've got 4 measures. Measure being your ability to hit your opponent, and their ability to hit you if you're within reach. So your first measure is your out of measure. Both people who are fighting are out of each other's measure and can't hit each other. Then there is your perfect measure. Your perfect measure is when your opponent is in range for you to strike them, but you're not in range for them to strike you. And then there's their perfect measure where they can strike you, but you can't strike them. And then the final measure is I've forgotten the term for it, but it's basically double measure where you can both strike each other, you're both within range. Now you want to spend as much time as possible in your perfect measure. Now if you're a bigger person like I am, that's typically easier because you've got longer arms, you've got a longer reach. It's easier to stay in your perfect measure. If you're smaller, it's more difficult and you have to use your maneuverability to get around the side of your opponent in order to get into your perfect measure. So you want to spend as much time in your perfect measure as possible because that's when you can strike them without being struck back, and you want to spend the minimal amount of time possible in their perfect measure because otherwise they can hit you and you can't hit them. It's a really important concept that takes a lot of people don't necessarily take into consideration, but it's a really important concept when doing any form of combat. There we go. Hema tip done. No worries, Nate. If you want to lurk, I really do. We've still got liminal signs all over. Fuck. Damn it. But no worries, Nate. I appreciate the lurk, buddy. Thank you very much. Let's see. I think it makes sense. That is very cool. Leaving space for both oxygen to pull in and dry off the other logs in a damp environment. Yes, so it's something you kind of want to consider when lighting a fire anyway. Just naturally, when you light a fire, you want to think about your actual airflow, remembering that the heat is going to rise, and as the heat rises, that draws the oxygen in from the sides. So you want to make use of that. But especially in damp environments when you've got damp wood. Thank you for attacking me with my self galaxy. I don't know why is not doing the job. Give me a sec. Okay, are you actually picking up these events? Oh, pub sub connected, pub sub connected, pub. Why do you keep connecting to pub sub, Lakeia? I think Lakeia's kind of crappy herself. Let me restart her. That's annoying. She was working fine the other stream. I've forgotten where I'm going. Ah, yes. Twitch, stream applications, Lakeia, stream assistant. Right. Come on. Come on, Lakeia. You can do it. You can wake up. There we go. Right. 1 hour sleep per monster is not enough. Damn, yeah. Go get a nap, dude. Definitely need a rest. Bloody hell. But yeah, it's something that's really important to consider, especially in a damp environment, Bladed. So a lot of lighting fires and stuff like that comes down to a little bit of common sense, a little bit of knowledge. It's actually not as difficult as you might think, but it's also something that it's worth building the experience on. I'll be listening as I rest, loving the facts too. Awesome. Glad you're enjoying the facts, Nate, and thank you for the redeems. I shared an image on Discord materials. Awesome. Hey, I will check that out in a bit. Yeet the dagger. If it's not going to work first time round, we'll get it working the second time. Hang on. Let me see if Lakeia's awake now. Lakeia, you stink. What? That works. Hey, Lakeia. Oh, nothing like insulting someone to get their attention, eh? Just 45 to the trailer? Awesome. And I can have a quick peek at your thing now, can't I, if it's an image? Oh, that image is ominous. Ominous? Ominous? Remember that? Ominous. I can't say the fucking word. Ooh, let us know how it goes. Awesome. Right, okay, so Lakeia is awake now. Our channel redeem should be working again. I'm not sure why she's kind of freaking out beforehand. She just couldn't quite figure out how to connect to Twitch. Let's see. We can put wood in here. We also have a lot of wood slabs now, by the way. I should probably pull I should probably pull this down and then actually get on with the blue electric stuff. Oh man.
Finish the high voltage solar array, so
Oh, that was quick. Damn.
I know what I'm doing.
Is Laquea voice activated? No, she's not. She's entirely driven by Twitch events at the moment. So she's got an internal timer that can trigger events, and she's triggered currently by Twitch redeems. What else? Twitch redeems, follows, bits, and a few other things. I am considering adding voice activation to the triage, but like there's a lot of potential features in the triage. Is that another creeper? Oh no, it's just a fucking wind. It's got me absolutely spooked now. But yeah, if you want to put suggestions forward, Nate, you can stick them in the Discord, or there's a project on GitHub, which I can't remember if I've linked in the Discord, so which you are more than welcome to post your own tickets on, and I will triage them. So, but yeah, it would be pretty cool to like have Laquea voice activated. I still really, at some point, I want to look into. Did me and Will tell you about this, Tim? I found MLL stuff that you can implement in like C# and
Good lord.
that. The main issue with that, MLL, for people who aren't aware, because I'm aware it is just a random acronym, is basically the kind of technology used to fuel ChatGPT. And you can try and implement these things locally yourself with a bit of developer knowledge. It's not that difficult. The main issue is well, the power. They require an awful lot of horsepower to drive. Let's put it that way. The different language models are also better than others. Some respond faster but aren't as accurate. Others take longer to respond but are like more accurate with the responses. So that's something else that is like on the triage to potentially implement into Laquea. Because I think it would be really cool if we could like talk to her. Although I suspect she would end up shouting at me if I gave her that ability. That is more than likely. Let's see, grab all of that. But aye, we've got a lot of fun stuff we're going to build into Laquea. She's going to be one mighty fine assistant once we're done with her. If we ever get done with her, because knowing me, I'll constantly come up with new ideas. I was literally working on some of it just before the stream. You might have noticed in there was like a git commit in the Discord. Literally.
I noticed it not working.
What not working? Oh, was that the merge?
The fact it literally just wasn't working 2 minutes ago.
Oh no, I meant the actual development stuff. This is an actual build that I'm running here.
Oh well.
And which is why I'm a little bit annoyed that she didn't work. But she seems to be fine now. Yeah, she doesn't. Oh, she still had to connect to PubSub multiple times. Hang on. Let's see. Something that's non-trivial. Yeah, she still picked it up. Okay, yeah. I'm going to assume it's something with Twitch's servers. I've had issues with them in the past. They're an absolute fucking nightmare. Where do we keep arrows?
Question. You're the one that saw the chests.
Yeah, I know I am. I don't remember where I put what. Oh, vanilla items probably. Yeah, there we go. And then dirt. And then I should probably actually build this blue electric stuff. What are you working on? Are you digging again already? That
I
did
did say
not
once
take
I've made
long.
the high voltage solar array, like.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna take longer to make that. You must have been closer to have it done than I thought. Oh, I should have been
No,
able to
it's
tell you
just
mine in the pipe's full of shit again.
no, it's just even when you're making them in bulk like that, if you keep it organized and you know where to put everything, like you could just snap through it real easy.
Yeah,
You
it's
forget
just
my entire job
expensive.
these days is just keeping things organised. Like I've got really bloody good at it, if I might say so.
That is very true. We could probably do with updating our notice board at some point as well. I love Liam's little bongo cat emote. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I do like that emote. I wonder how they animated it. It's just 2 different frames on repeat, isn't it? Oh man, Liminal does some really cool stuff. I need to like make more like stuff for my channel in terms of like emotes and pictures and stuff like that. The problem is, I'm not a very good artist. Like Liminal is really good at drawing. So is Seth. So are like a lot of other streamers. Like I'm not. I can build development stuff. I can swing a sword. I can do this, but it's not all necessarily very good for Twitch chat, which is a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem. Right. Okay. So
Make a
what was I
program that
doing?
makes AI generated stuff.
Okay. I would get shot by the community, and quite rightly. Well, okay, no. I say it quite rightly. It would be quite rightly if it was doing it by stealing other people's work, then absolutely. If it was generating it from from nothing, it would be fine. Like
It would
I
also
would,
be bloody impressive.
it would be very impressive. It's one thing like generating like maps or whatever. Like I use some generators for like my D&D maps. Again, I will point out it's not generators that have like copied other people's work. They're generators using algorithms, kind of like Minecraft's procedural map generation. It's the same kind of concept. Um, like building maps and that is one thing, but actually trying to build images without because how do you write? You can't write that as an algorithm. At least not something that's all composing. Like if you write an algorithm that would draw an apple, you could
um,
probably get it to draw an apple really well. But that's all
also,
it can fucking draw. If you ask it to draw, I don't know, a house, you're just going to get an apple.
is Cobble actually going into those chests, or is that just a visual bug?
I think it's just a visual bug because it doesn't actually go in these. So I think it wasn't doing it until we put in the gold pipes. So I
Ah,
think it's something about the gold pipes is just bugging it out.
visual messing it.
Yeah, like it's all going in the thing. None of it's going in the other chests, but it just looks like it is. So there we go. Anyway, like 40 minutes in, I will get to doing what I was actually doing. Ooh, I also checked off Nate's cup of tea redeem. Remind me, I do have an extra tea redeem that I need to make use of. So what
You
was I
have an
making?
extra tea redeem you have to make use of.
In 5 minutes, asshole! Absolute dick. What was I making? I was making a bunch of thermopiles. How many thermopiles do I need for a blue electric alloy furnace? No clue, so let's go with 8. 8 is probably a bit many, but we're going to go with 8 anyway. So what do I need? 8 of these. I have 7. I need silver and nickelite. 7 silver, 8 nickelite. Wait, no, that's not right. 7 silver, 7 times 4. Oh, fucking hell, maths. 28. Makes me laugh because, like, in, like, schools or whatever, they're like, oh, you should know all your times tables up to 10 off by heart or whatever. Like, up to 15 off by heart. It's like, you get all of that done. It's like, oh, you'll need that in life. And then later in life, you get to, like, oh, what's 7 plus 8 again? And you actually need a minute to figure it out. Oh, you wouldn't know that, would you, Tim? Because you just absolutely bounce on maths.
Yeah, maths is fun.
It can be. I think a lot of people disagree with us there. What do I need? I'm looking for 8, so I need 16 of these buggers. So I need 16 of those buggers. Oh, that makes 16. Awesome. uh, yeah, 15. Uh, it genuinely, like, I think the time it comes about the most is probably in D&D. like most of the time you'll snap on it and be like, yeah, that's this roll, and then other times you'll just be like, I rolled a 11 plus my modifier, it's like 9, 20, dirty 20.
The only time I'm going to have issues with rolling is when I go full swing on the healing at this point.
Oh, cool, because your healing's absolutely nuts. Again, for context for everyone, I DM a campaign and Tim's one of my players, and he's playing a pixie, well, an elf druid now after you got turned into an elf from a pixie.
Mm.
How much healing do you get? It's a stupid amount, isn't it?
So if I've got a specific concentration one. If I cast that at level 4, it'd last a minute. And so that'd be 10 turns of 3d6 plus 1d4 healing.
10 turns of 1d...
3d6 plus 1d4
3d6.
plus 1d4. So that's a total of 30d6 plus 10d4 healing on a level 4 spell slot.
All your enemies just got buffed. Like,
That is over a
considerably.
minute. Like,
Like,
I will
massively
clarify.
buffed.
Yeah, that's just concentration spells though. Like,
That is, concentration spells are normally pretty good for that kind of thing.
mm. But
Oh,
yeah, so
man.
if we ever reach the point where I'm bloody having to split healing with the rest of the group, I'm
How
just
do I
telling
do?
everyone like, what?
Oh, no, go on.
You're just saying if we ever reach the point where I'm having to like heal the group and I'm giving them all different healing, I'm just saying everyone can roll their own bloody dice for healing because I'm not sitting there and rolling that many
I might make you roll it just to be that
out
asshole
of
DM.
spite.
Out of spite for you having that much healing power. You little shit. You're not even
I,
little anymore. Tim was like 8 inches tall. He's now like 5.5 foot, so he's not as small as he once was.
I'd like to specify he's on about my character, not me myself.
No, you look smaller than you are because you slouch, but you're actually taller than me. So let's see. How much healing? Yes, absolutely. That is Tim's character, and then he fucking wild shapes as well. Let's see. My brain is just eyes. Hey, Tesla Skunk, welcome on into streams. How you doing? Ooh, Tekkit, been a while since I touched this. Oh, I wouldn't worry. We only came back to it like, well, no, we've been streaming it for a short while now, haven't we, Tim?
Hmm.
But we only got back to it like recently, just before we started streaming. It had been a while since we touched Tekkit Classic. We hadn't really done much with mod packs, to be honest, in a while. Diamond Sword, there we go. So it's kind of nice to go back to our roots a little bit, because this was the first mod pack we ever played. Let's see, what... Completely losing track of what I was doing. I don't need 32, but I've already made 2 of those things, so sod it, making 32. 16 times 4, full stack. Hey Mateus, ever heard of the CSI episode, Fair and Loved? No, I never watched CSI. Oh wait, I've got... Oh, you twit, I only made... Yeah. Making stuff I've already made. Absolute twit. Oh boy. What happened in that episode then, Het? Any good? I'll throw all that in there. It's been years since I touched that or any of the energy mods. Yeah, I know. Like, before we picked it up again, like, I would occasionally pick up 1 or 2 of the mod packs, but for the most part, like, I'd only come back to and play it for a day or 2 and then leave it. Like, I hadn't played Minecraft or any of its mod packs seriously in years. To give you an idea of last time I played Minecraft seriously, I think was about 1.10. We played it a bit then, didn't we, Tim? Ignoring your
Hmm.
realms thing that you went nuts on over COVID, because I didn't get as involved in that.
Well, that was COVID though. That was its
That
own.
that that was COVID. That was its own thing. 4 times 8, 32. But yeah, like, oh, I on sneeze. Bless me. There we go. Sorry, guys. I've just didn't want definitely sneeze. Oh, but yeah, like, there was also 1.7 Minecraft, I think, might have been. I don't know. The newest mod pack that up before recently that I played a lot of was 1.4.7, which is pretty fucking old at this point. 32 copper, that's what we need.
They say it must have been like I can't actually remember. It was maybe 8 months ago when we sort of got back into Yogbox. It was like, hey, man, let's see if there's a Yogbox 2, and we played that for a while.
It sounds about right because it was while I was in this house that I'm in now. It wasn't while I was in my old apartment, and I've been in this house about a year now. What other mods did you play, Tesla? Were you Tekkit Classic, or did you prefer some of the more Yog Pack stuff? Alright, the episode featured 2 cases, but the most noticeable part was the movie maker Michael Nakamura. It was an episode about furries, and the fandom cringed over it. Oh. Please tell me it didn't paint furries in a bad light. It probably did. I'm going to assume it painted us really badly. I think media is getting better about it, but a lot of media still paints us in a really cringy way. Unfortunately, it's another thing of it's outside of the society norm, and so society takes the piss out of it in one way or another. Like anything that doesn't fit into society norm. I mean, we'll talk about D&D earlier. Look at how society used to view back. Back in the 70s, D&D was literally considered to be a cult. If you played a tabletop RPG, you were literally thought to be a cultist. Like, just because it wasn't part of the society norm at the time. It's ridiculous. Most I remember was going into creative and spamming antimatter explosives. Oh, from the Vaults mods. That was ICBM, that one? I think that was ICBM, wasn't it, Tim?
I think so.
Yeah, those were cool. They could really lag things out, though. That was their main issue. But they were cool. The red matter explosives and everything. Let's see. Right, made a load of firm valve. That's done. Let's see. I don't need that axe anymore. That can go back in there. In fact, let's replace all our kit while we're at it. That's all fine. Let's see. I will spare the bigger details, but the guy was shot by accident. He got sick after eating spoiled food. His girlfriend kicked him out of the car in the middle of the road while wearing his costume, and he was shot by a farmer 1 kilometer away who thought he... Really? That sounds really convoluted and just... Wow. Yeah, unnecessary, but there we go. Does not surprise me. That's one. Yeah, ICBM. Like, it was a lot of fun. The main thing I found with the ICBM mod, I also need blue alloy wire. The main thing I found with the ICBM mod was the fact of, like, you build up this big base and then you want to, like, blow someone up. But you also wouldn't want to blow people up because, like, people put a lot of time and effort into building their bases. But at the same time, that was literally the entire point of the mod. So you kind of end up in this stalemate a little bit. Of like, do you grieve? Do you not grieve? Like, obviously you don't want to grieve, but the whole point of that mod was kind of to grieve. It was literally blowing shit up. Right, I need more blue alloy. Although I don't think we ever truly did that, did we, Tim? Outside of some creative stuff, which is a bit of a shame, but like, also neither of us wanted to lose all that effort.
Hmm.
Let's see if we go 15.
Did you ever hook up the automatic furnace back into that chest, or?
I don't think I did. No.
Oh, well.
I can do if you want, because you said you'd like to carry it across, but I can easily set it up. It's not difficult.
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah, I will get that done then. Let me just throw a load of stuff in there. Let's see. Catch up on chat. There was a CSI Miami episode where the victim died from invisible flames. Ooh, what was that one? That sounds intriguing. I think the idea came up from the same reason why people say don't dress up during hunting season. Okay, in fairness, I can kind of see where the writers were coming from there. That's kind of bemusing. But at the same time, as realistic as some suits are, I think a farmer would really need to get their eyes tested if they thought a 6 foot raccoon was an actual raccoon. That is something that sounds a little bit dodgy. Visible flames do exist. Yeah, like at the end of the day, like the fire isn't actually the flame. The fire is the hot burning ember. The flame is actually just the light given off by the fire and that. But yeah, so I can imagine. I'm just intrigued to see how CSI spoke about it. Hey, Capricious Collector, how you doing? I'm sorry I butchered your name there, but still. How you doing? It's just the Cold War in Minecraft. Anyone could blow you up. Absolutely. It just becomes the Cold War. 100%. That'd be hilarious. You've just take out an entire server. You would likely crash your server. Like if you had like a dozen or more people ready with like red matter missiles and you all launched at once. Oh, I'd pity the poor hardware running that server. I remember in Bones there was once an episode where a company spy was drowned in a giant chocolate bar, only to be revealed when it was cut open. What a way to go!
I
Oh
mean, at
man,
least
if
you'd be remembered. Like,
there's my cup and put the kettle back on. Yeah, no, what a way to go. Like, if you're gonna go drowning in chocolate, and as you say, you're gonna be remembered. Like, that is not a bad way to go. Right, okay, so I'm gonna want some pipe. I'm going to want some pipe. I'm also gonna put some gold pipes in this one as well because otherwise we'll start getting the lag again. Because it turns out the Buildcraft
yeah,
pipes in this version cause a lot of lag when they're full of shit.
there is another point that you could consider. Yeah, I imagine CSI, like it's filmed in America, so you have to remember some farms in America. You can literally stand and have zero reference of perspective in your entire horizon. Like it's just pure flat land without anything. So if someone's kilometre away, then you've not actually got a frame of reference. Then
I
just a thought.
suppose I still have a bit of a hard time believing that you wouldn't be able to tell that someone in like a 6 foot raccoon costume or rabbit or whatever, like fursuits are realistic. Like some fursuits are incredibly realistic, but I still have a bit of a hard time believing this.
I'd like to point out there was a time where you couldn't tell that a bus was 100 feet away from you because you couldn't see it.
Yes, and I wouldn't have used a gun if you fucking gave me it.
This is America, like without trying to be mean.
I kind of want to argue. I feel like I should argue, but I'm not sure if I can argue that point.
I mean, I can't even say
Oh.
this is bloody America. Our farmers have guns. Like,
Yes, I know. I've had the wrong end of a gun pointed at me while hiking. Yes, I'm aware. I wasn't aware they were allowed guns up until that point. That was one way of finding out. Formula One episode of the series. Awesome. It was kind of dark, mind you. CSI always happened during the graveyard shift. Sure is. The reason I bring this up, I will write a story that winks to that episode. Like, two of the witnesses will be named Sarah Vegas and Catherine Dragonblood. I'm gonna guess that Dragonblood, what a surname that is! Holy shit, that sounds like a fantasy surname. That's cool. I need to make these wires. No, pipes. I'm getting very distracted. Very distracted. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It's always nice. I've said this before. Whenever people write stories that end up with like nods to like other worlds or other events and that. It's one of the things I love doing in D&D. Have like nodding to different things. Like one of the reasons I have a mainstay character is so I can build a character arc, like build a story based off this character. What do I need? I need these as well, and now I'm gonna need some building resources, which are those. Are we out of stone slabs? We're out of stone slabs. Bugger. The victim will be Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty. That almost sounds like a Hello Kitty. Oh, 4-year-olds across the world will be so upset at this. I need the electric furnace. Here we go. And the episode name, CSI? Is that another play on words? That's pretty good, to be fair. I'll give you that. What am I doing? Ah, yes. How big is the hole you've made down there, by the way? It must be
Pretty small.
absolutely... That is not small. Right, hang on. I'm putting it on your view. Show us how fucking big that hole is.
Look, it's not that big.
Your render distance can't even see all of it. It's fucking
There we go.
nuts. Oh, crap. That's bloody huge. You've mined all that out. And you wonder why why I've nicknamed you Parasite.
It's very fitting.
It really is. The way you play games. Like Age
No,
of
no,
Empires.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
what have you
no,
done?
no, no, no.
What have you done?
Damn it.
Oh, you... Every time! You have a real issue with lava, don't you? Alright, let's see. So I want to set a pipe up. Don't mind me digging up our floor.
Why would you replace it?
Yeah, sure. I'll replace it. Sure. Totally won't leave a huge, great big gasping hole in our floor.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I typically cover things up. Typically. Mostly. Ooh, that's a cable. I don't want to break that. Oops. Let's go, we'll go a bit lower then, afterwards. Let's get over there first. Visible flames are produced by ethanol, methanol. I should have known it would be some kind of alcohol. That makes sense. In daylight, it's near impossible to spot. At night, you can see a faint blue flame. Yeah, I can believe that. Because I can't remember if it's specifically those versions or other versions, but they also burn really. They also burn quite cold as well. So some of them actually burn cold enough for you to hold in your hand as it burns without getting burned. Now I'm not gonna say you should go and buy a can. Please do not put something like that to a test. I will not be held responsible if you burn yourselves, but it is possible. I mainly say that because I don't trust people to not like grab the wrong one thinking they can do it with like any old one. It's like no. Let's see. The name has 3 meanings. First of all, Winter series, meaning the stories. The team see the world through her eyes. Third, cable, out of the way. Fly over that. You can also see as I see or look as I is something that looks like me. The idea that Miss Kitty is killed because someone thought... okay. That took me a minute to understand because I was misreading it a bit. That's kind of cool. Right. Okay, I will admit I've made a bigger hole in the floor than what I actually needed to make, for which I do apologise. I'll have some of this up now because I've made a bit of a mess.
I predicted you would. Like,
Look, I fixed it, okay? I fixed it. At least I fixed the messy part. I still need to actually, put in the other bit, but, like, we're working on it. Let's start over here. Because we'll start with the gold pipe. So...
given how far it is, I'd put 2 gold pipes in.
Yeah. So I won't put it in yet. 1, 2... Wait, these are stored, aren't they? Yep, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Eh,
15,
for
16,
God's
17,
sake.
18, 19, 20. So 20th one will have another gold pipe. It's meant to go like 32, but it starts slowing down before then, so 3, 4. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Awesome. Right. Hook that one up. Boom. Knock that out. There we go. It's hooked up to go to that chest automatically now. Of course, it has more wings. Like in the series, there's a character, Miss Kitty, a blue cat. My Miss Kitty is a cat, mostly wearing blue clothes. Kinda cool. Sounds a bit like you, Lakea. Not that she can listen yet, but she's still awake, just hanging out in the background, doing her job. Get her to... We'll soon have her listening to stream commands as well soon. Let's see. So they should now be coming this way. Yep. Awesome. They come through pretty quick and easy. Right, okay, now to cover the hole in the floor before Tim gets mad again.
I'm just not even looking at the stream.
Look, it's just a line, okay? It's just a line. It's not that bad.
A line can be big.
Well, of course. I mean, it's a long line. It's got to go across 3 fucking rooms, mate. So it's not going to be a small line, but it is just a line. What are you mmming at? What did you expect me to do?
I don't know, teleport pipe.
No. I actually don't like them. I don't know. I like watching the pipes. I like making the pipes and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. Kind of cool. Let's see. That wall's a bit thicker. Oh, I butchered that, didn't I? There we go. I still need to do more planning on like the D&D stuff. I need to plan out this sort of temp campaign. Although we're not playing this week, unfortunately. My Sunday group didn't play either. I was gutted. Oh, I've been missing playing Looping Coil. Winding everyone up.
I'm still waiting on you to tell us like what it is we're doing so I can create a character for it.
You will be working on behalf of the Aslug's military. I need to actually put this on the chat. I need to finalise what your actual objective is, even though I've got a rough idea. But yeah, you will be working as... I'll put this in broader strokes for everyone else watching. My party will play in a campaign where they are part of a mercenary guild whose country is at war with another country, and this other country has outlawed magic. However, one of our players can't make it for a few weeks, so we're going to be doing a short campaign in the meantime. And in this short campaign, they're going to be playing as part of people who work in this military in this other country that has outlawed magic. So either they do not use magic themselves and are completely against it, or they've managed to keep their magic very well hidden from the military while they've served as part of it. Which I know 2 of you will most likely just say, nah, we don't use it, but I suspect 1 or 2 of the others might decide they still use magic, which will be interesting. One player in particular, who plays as also, funnily enough, a Tabaxi Ranger normally, has a habit of getting herself in trouble, so it'll be interesting to see what she comes up with. Grab all that.
Out of interest, is it going to be canon then?
Yes, it will be canon. Awesome, tea time. Thank you very much, Chet. I've still got my cup of tea that Nate redeemed earlier, but I'll keep that one in mind, and I'll make that one probably when we go for our break later on. Thank you very kindly.
Out of interest, though, doesn't that create conflict of interest?
Yes, it does.
So I can literally just throw this campaign, just be like, eh.
If you wanted. Is that what you want to do?
I don't know. Like, I'm genuinely curious. It's going to be interesting. But...
Is that something you're going to want to do? You guys will have options. Like, preferably don't just throw it for the sake of throwing it. Like, play it genuinely. if you do decide you want to play as a character who's like, I don't know, you've snuck into military and gained their trust, or like you've taken the place of someone else somehow, and you're trying to sabotage it, I am more than open to you doing that.
I would 100% love to do that and see if the other guy
Exactly.
got onto it.
I was really hoping someone would like want to do something like that. So if you do, let me know. But don't just like throw it for the sake of, oh, I've made a character who is part of this
Oh yeah,
military, but me as a player, I'm throwing it. No, if you're going to throw it, do it in character, if that makes sense. Because otherwise, it makes no sense. It ruins the fun a little bit.
oh, what do I
Right.
play then?
I don't know. What do you want to play? It's a good job no one else from my D&D party watches my streams. Mind you, one player said he might be listening in, so this will be very interesting if he is listening in. We'll
It'll
just
be
have to see.
fine.
Yeah, it's no worries. What was I doing? Ah, yes. Blue electric wire. Now that I've done that, we need wool. We've got wool, haven't we? Yeah, we got loads of wool. Let's make more wool. That's enough wool. Our poor condenser is having a really rough time at the moment.
I'm thinking maybe a hex blade or something. Because what it would
Ooh.
ideally need to be, because the problem is if I go for a full caster, it would probably become really quite apparent that I'm not very martial and something's off. So I would need something that's martial enough that they would feasibly be able to hide their capabilities, if you know what I mean.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I like it. You can do that. Hexblades can be an awful lot of fun. They
You
really
know what I
like.
mean, though? Like, if
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
going
do.
into a fight
I'm
and
just
I'm
not
just twatting
telling you
people
what
with a
you're gonna do.
staff, I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfectly
I
fine.
mean, you
But
can win a fight with a staff, and you could just be like a monk wielding a staff. But yeah,
I know, but I feel like they might clock on if I was playing like a wizard and I was just sort of like bapping people on the head for 1 damage, or a monk, which is like a lean, mean killing machine.
well, monks. They have monks in Aslux, you know.
I know what I'm saying is though, if I'm undercover as a wizard, like it's going to immediately become apparent that I'm not all that good, and then they're going to question, or at least one of them, I imagine, will have enough know-how to sit there and question. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Like,
Possibly, yeah, possibly. I'm not gonna tell you what. I want you to come to me. Just for a moment, I thought you were saying, yeah, like monks don't exist there because they have a thing against monks. It's like monks aren't inherently magic. What else do we need? Oh, blue electric battery. We need a battery. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, that's an RE battery. We want battery box. There we go.
the only other one, well, not the only other one, but the other one that could be fun is if I did a blood hunter.
Oh, what are they from again?
Literally imagine werewolf.
Okay, so you're trying to become a furry without becoming a furry, is what you're saying.
Very funny.
Fareev Gift, thank you very much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Hope you're keeping well. Oh, man. Let's see, Nikolai. Look, any opportunity I get to dig at you, I'm going to do it. Like, not that I can say anything. I mean, realistically, Tim is more of a weeb than a furry. I'm the furry bugger. You're the one that likes weird anime shit.
Oh, very funny.
Although, to be fair, I can't say much there. Mind you, I don't really watch much anime, do I? Like, My Hero Academia.
He's a
That's...
fish. What?
He's talking about you.
Oh.
Fake furry because you're trying to play a wannabe furry as a werewolf. Of
The
which,
werewolves count as fairy? Like,
well, the thing is, like, So whether people identify as a fairy is entirely up to them. That's their choice. But technically, fairy is just anything it's anthropomorphic. So anything it's an animal with human-like traits, which is like the definition of anthropomorphic, can be argued to be fairy. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that people have to identify as furry and they can like these things without being one, but we're still going to joke about it.
But what if you played something that didn't have fur? Like, what if you identified as an iron sea snail? Like,
What do you mean identified as an iron? What do you mean by identified first of all? I want to check that bit first.
I'm not sure, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like,
You don't think that we think we are actual animals, do you? Because that's like bullshit the
no,
media
you know
puts
what I
forward.
mean.
Good, because that's just like hogwash that the media puts forward. Like, people don't think they're actually animals.
But I mean, if something doesn't have fur, is it still a furry?
Yeah. So scalies are a subcategory of furries. Scalies being dragons, lizards, that kind of thing.
Tesla saying I identify as a fly.
Sure you do, buddy. I'm about to get cancelled because I'm not. I said he can't identify as an insect. Cancel culture. Who's excited for the next series of Castlevania? I do not watch Castlevania. Is it any good? Not one I've watched. Is that another anime, or is it like a Netflix adaptation anime type thing? Because Netflix has been sort of moving to the anime game, hasn't it, a little bit?
Mm.
I'm trying to think what other animes I've watched, because I've not actually watched that many. Fairy Tail, just because I enjoyed other characters. My Hero Academia is the one I'm watching at the moment. That one's really good. Sword Art Online, but I wasn't. I was really disappointed with that. Sword Art Online was such a cool concept, but they like the first season they've just rushed through everything, and then it just got so silly. And then there's that really weird, uncomfortable bit with what Angel Online or whatever the fuck was called. I don't know.
Alfine, was it?
Alfine,
Alfine.
that's it, something like that. That was awful. Don't watch. It's a shame because it's a really cool concept, but they've just made a real mess of it. It's a Netflix anime. I highly recommend. Awesome. Netflix have been doing some good ones. I quite liked BNA. BNA was a good one. One that I know a lot of furries like that I couldn't get into. It felt a bit creepy. Was Beastars. Could not get into that one. Just couldn't get into it. What do I need now?
What about it bothered you out of interest?
Well, Beastars.
Yeah.
I've just got a couple of episodes in, and I don't know. It was some years ago, so like I don't remember much about it. But there's just certain things about some of the ways that some of the characters interacted didn't feel right. And from what I've been told by other people who have watched it, there's stuff later in the seasons that is really quite uncomfortable. So it's
Fair.
like, yeah, no thanks. What do I need? I need lava buckets. I need water buckets. But I'll have to add that to my watch list. He says, knowing full well he has a massive watch list and probably never get around to watching half of it. But still, I will try and watch it at some point. I'm going to need fucking loads of lava, aren't I? I need 8 buckets of... Oh, fucking hell. We don't even have 8 buckets, do we? Can we condense buckets? One way to find out.
It's 8 buckets. It's at the time it takes you to find out. Just make 8 buckets.
8 buckets of what?
Just make 8 buckets.
No, because I'm stubborn. And it means I get to screw up the condenser. Fuck you. I'm that lazy that it actually comes back around in a circle and is more effort than if I just wasn't lazy.
That's not laziness. That's stupidness.
Look, they both go hand in hand, okay?
That's what the stupid say.
I'm going back down, by the way, because I heard you had lava. Ooh, there's some lava there. I want to come see your hole first, though. Do not take that out of fucking context, chat. Oh, jeez! Holy fucking shite! Look, I know. Holy mother of. Dude! What the holy crap? What?
Where do you think all our resources have been coming from?
I didn't think you took up this. Holy fuck! Dude! This is fucking bonkers! Fucking hell! Nuts! Hey, Genius, how you doing, buddy? Why is it so big? Tim has been mining. This is all space that Tim has been mining out to gather resources. So it's not that we're using this for anything. Tim's just dug a massive fucking hole under the earth to get us more resources. It's just for resources, Jeevious. Just for it. Tim, it's on your screen. You are showing what you're using and then explain it. I'm going to leave because I'm actually disappointed. And I need lava anyway.
It's a catalyst. You click and boof.
Is that all you're giving him?
What else am I meant to say? What else does it do? You click and it goes boof.
You click and it goes poof. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Don't do a Tekkit Let's Play. Cypherpad, you're about 10 years too late. He says playing Tekkit on Twitch. Oh, boy. Anyway, how you doing, Jeevious? I hope you're keeping well. Having a good week so far? Oh, man. I don't need to know anymore. Yeah, I suppose that is all you need to know. Right, grab that back in. Right, I got my 8 buckets of lava. There, I've even pulled back some of your lava for you. Now, where the fuck is the exit to this place? Over there. Trailer done. It was so good. Yeah, post the link in the Discord. Hey, if you post it in... what would be a good channel? You know, post it in general for this one. Because it's not, like, just a stream topic. It's just a general thing. So, yeah, post it in general, that one. Why not? This reminds me of a similar situation I had in Satisfactory. Oh man, I can imagine. Like any game where it's like basically a survival crafting, you're going to end up with so much stuff. Oh, it's nice to see we got the high voltage now. At least, like, holy shit, Tim, that's just fucking bonkers. All of that. But yeah, it's nice to see you did get the high voltage. We're probably gonna have to change this glass fiber cable though if we want more solar panels. Because I think in this version that the glass fiber can only carry 512 EU a tick. I think.
Which is what that one outputs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what that one outputs. Right. Now I need buckets of water. I think you should do it. Looks so cool. Stick in the game suggestions, Het. Add it to the game suggestions. I don't want to buy games right now because, like, buying a house is taking a long time. There's been a lot of delays and it's really expensive. But after all of that is done and I'm settled, I'm more than open to buying games to stream again because that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, buckets for water. I only need 2 buckets of water because I can make infinite water. Let's see. Anyway, I'm fine. Hope you are as well. Go back to Mass Effect. Just wanted to pop in and see what all the screaming was about. I mean, it's me, Jeevious. At this point, screaming in my streams is just standard. It's just perfectly normal. But I'm a bit tired, but keeping well bar that. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Enjoy Mass Effect. Hope it's going well. I got the chainsaw, was told to go chop down some trees to fill up the biomass burners. Friend turned around 10 minutes later. That is literally Tim. That is literally what Tim would do. He would like deforest the entire place if I wouldn't murderize him for doing so. You should see our Age of Empires streams, Nate. Like, Tim doesn't like leaving resources. He won't let the AI have resources. So, to stop the AI having resources, he literally makes a swarm, and I mean a swarm of peasants, of workers, sorry, I'm used to playing Stronghold 2, and just absolutely mowing down all the resources on the map. Like, he's earned the name Parasite. I'm not just joking there. He's earned that nickname. Let's see. We should probably do more Age of Empires at some point. Maybe do another Age of Empires 2 stream, because we haven't done much of that on stream. Sounds like a let's game it out situation. I'm not familiar with that, but probably. Oh, I know what you mean, Tesla. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's Game Out is great.
Oh, is that a YouTube channel? I thought you meant something else.
No, he's one that I've said used to you before. It's he's just a bloke who he will sit there and say, "Oh, I could do this really really daft thing," and then literally it'll just say 18 hours later, and it will cut back, and it's like, "What the hell have you done?" Like. It'll be times where it's like, okay, I've made this mining machine, but I don't think it's enough. Hold, please. 18 hours later, and he just sort of looks to the right, and there's about 300 of them, all perfectly lined up.
Of course, absolutely. That does absolutely sound like something Tim would do. And please send me another link to this channel, because I do want to see this. That sounds like a lot of fun to watch. I don't
It's
watch
like,
much YouTube anymore, but like on occasion. The main channels I watch now is a little bit of LTT and Code Bullet, because Code Bullet uploads more often now, and honestly, his videos are hilarious. I love his videos. The mod you're running gives me Satisfactory vibes. Absolutely, yeah. It's very similar concept. It's a very old mod pack, this one. Tekkit Classic was like one of the original Minecraft mod packs. So this is way back on like 1.2.5 Minecraft, but it's still a really good one. We haven't played many of the newer mod packs. I'd be tempted to, but I have a habit of like adding too many mods. It gets a tad laggy. It just takes games and ruins them. Oh, it sounds like a laugh though. Let's see.
yeah.
If you do play Satisfactory, I'd always enjoy playing it with you. That would be a good collab then, Nate. We have spoke about doing a collab. I don't own Satisfactory at the moment. So like I said, once I finish with the house buying, I'm open to buying games. I'll grab it and we can do a collab on it then. It'll just have to wait a short while because, well, houses are fucking expensive and solicitors are like overpaid pains in the ass, and that's all I'm gonna say on that regard. Need to get back into Satisfactory. I lost steam playing it as there was far too much for my age. Yeah, no, I can definitely get that, Tesla. If I don't have a set goal in mind for these mod packs, I just fumble around. Like I just sit around, I do nothing. There's too many options. Like literally too many options. Paralysis because you've got too much choice. It's awful. So I get what you mean by that. Gotta have a goal, gotta have a focus. Otherwise it's just like I'm a good pack mule? Awesome. Right, I need to actually set up these thermopiles. I've not been doing that, have I? Let's actually get these set up, and then we'll probably go for a short break after, because it's about halfway through the stream, and I kind of need toilet. Right, where am I putting this? Hang on, give me my break! Give me my break! Right, give me the wire!
Oh, damn, red metal is expensive.
Yes, it is. I've just saw you upgrading the power flower to top level. How many of them did you upgrade? Was it just the one?
So we should have when I'm done. We have 4 red matter collectors.
Awesome. How many of the relays are red matter?
Just the one.
Just one. Okay. So we're still going to need to upgrade that. Shit. Coke ovens there. Forgot about that.
Yeah, never mind. Only 3 collectors are red. Don't have enough for
Gonna
the
have to
next.
go under. Damn it. They're going to have to go under. Oh, I've forgotten how much. Where's the destruction catalyst? Oh, it's in my bag, isn't it? Fucking. I've forgotten how much of faff these things were to set up. If you tell me to harvest an area, if I'll do it. If you tell me to craft X amount of parts, hey, it's always nice to have someone willing to do that stuff. I usually am willing to do it, but it's also a bit of a pain sometimes. So sometimes I just put it off. Tim's pretty good, aren't you, though, Tim? Like, as you've been demoing with that mining, you'll just mine literally for ages.
It's just what I enjoy. Like, just
It is
keep
kind of
spamming.
cathartic, isn't it? Sometimes. Bloody gravel. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This might take a little bit longer than what I first thought it might, but we'll figure it out. 8 of these, so hang on. Let's actually figure out where we're going to place them first. So they need space. Hang on. Move them on. Move them on. Replace that. There we go. Just don't leave me alone with a chainsaw for too long. Absolutely. Do not go deforesting or we might have issues. I am the protector of the woodland, so I would kind of lose my job if I let you go, hey, deforest everything. That is literally what I'm meant to be protecting. He says playing games instead. I should have made 9. I should have made 9. I'm going to make a 9th one. Just to make it easy. Don't leave me alone with too many conveyor belts or I'll make it look horrendous. Okay, no, that sounds like something I would do, to be fair. Do not trust me with conveyor belts. Let's see. I mean, look at this pipework, for example. Most of that was me. Hang on, put it back on my scene. Yeah, most of this
What is
pipework
going
was
on
mine.
here?
What is what? Oh, I'm making... Dude, it'll all be covered up in the end. I've just...
What are they?
They're thermophiles.
God.
So, I'm gonna need another bucket of lava. Shit. Basically, these work by you put a bucket, a block of lava underneath them, and then you put water around the sides, and then they make, they make blue electric power through that,
Well,
through the difference in heat. I'm gonna need more brick. There we go. That'll do. Might not do. I am gonna need oh, fucking give me a diamond. There we go. Hey, that gave me more. Alright, grab that. Alright. Make me more brick, because we might be a little low on that. There we go. And more stone slab. There we go. Alright. Let that empty out. I do like building. Oh, oh, it was Tesla that said that. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Tesla. I thought that was Ned that said that. I should really pay more attention to my chat. To be fair, like, building things that work in these games isn't necessarily the difficult part. Like, the actual building of them normally is fairly easy. It's building them to work and look good is the difficult part. Also, building them without becoming like an ecological nightmare is also not the easiest. But there we go. We gotta protect our environment, you know? Gotta protect our environment. I need more bricks. Give me more bricks. I didn't make another thermopile because I'm a dimwit. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go for a short break and I'll finish this off after the break because I am really in need of toilet. Awesome. Right, we will be back in but a few moments. Alrighty, I am back, and I believe Tim is too, so I hope everyone's had a chance to grab a good cuppa, good drink, run to toilet, have a quick break, and we will get back on with it. Liking those redeems, Nate? Oh man, I'm still pretty happy with this woodland scene. It's really nice, tranquil, except for the fact it's raining fire a little bit. This happens occasionally. Don't know what the cause is. Just go run around with buckets of water and hope things don't catch on fire. But we'll make do. We get there. Right. I do need to
Secretly,
leave
it's
at some
me
point.
screwing with everything.
It would be you screwing with everything, you little shit. Start damaging the woodland. It's me you'll have to deal with, you little shit.
Hey, I'll win this fight.
Oh, fight me IRL, you little shit.
I'd probably
I,
still find a way of winning somehow.
not like fuck you would. Give over. Give over. Give over.
Through pure luck.
Like fuck you would. No chance.
You,
Two
you
more
know
rows,
what
let's
fights
go.
between like us would always.
Hang on.
I just start screwing about, and then through pure luck, something will happen that me and I win.
Yes, but there's also, you haven't trained in HEMA in a long time. I have improved substantially since we last fought.
Give me a bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, give him a gun and let him stand at fucking 200 feet away. Let's go. Yeah, Nate. Oh, you want to go a bit further? I mean, oh, not those buttons. Like, you've done a good job of filling it. Got a good, nice little wood pile there. Oh, hang on, wrong button. Put it back now. Like, the redeem does still work while when our game's seen, you just can't really see the wood pile is all. So if you keep redeeming it, you will fill it up to its max size eventually. Just, if you go too long, Lakea might get a little bit mad with you. She gets a little bit annoyed when people fill it up too much, because it's a bit of a safety hazard, but nah. It's only going to fall on you. It's only a few dozen logs. Bit of weight on you. Land on your head. Not going to do much damage. We can give you a bandage. You'll be fine. Right, I need no thermopile. Thermopile. Here we go. Two of those, one of those. Bugger. Okay, time to make a load more of these. I will be remaking. Oh shit! I saw it. We'll put the other one down temporarily. Temporarily. There we go. He says, trying to make fucking red matter. You're gonna have to go mining again, dude. It's not even like we've got that power flower. We need more power flowers, really. Yeah, they're the really expensive bit, aren't they? It really is. Utterly stupid, yeah. And you get to a point where it stops being useful because you genuinely cannot use it faster than it. Like, you get it. Right, those two blue wafers. Got those now. That'll do. My Fasova's great in a survival situation. No fire source, no problem. His firepower's got him covered. Oh, nice. You got firepowers, buddy? Awesome. What kind of firepowers have you got? Like little flamethrowers? That's sick. I will stick with lighting a fire the old-fashioned way. Cool. Like, as cool as that is, I have a sword. Not that that's really a power, but I know how to fucking use it. Totally not trying to make up for the fact you got cool fire powers and I have a sword. Hey, I have the Woodland's Blessing. I will take that, okay? I will take that. Even if it does kind of sap the Woodlands of, like, their strength, so it's got to be carefully used. But minor details. Don't let the forest hear me say that. Which is funny since I'm a husky and designed for cold environments. That is actually kind of ironic. Throws fire around as an animal designed for cold environments. Almost an oxymoron, that. Right, we can finish these off now. Boom, boom. I should have put the lava down first in hindsight, but that would have been common sense now. Where's the marble? There's the marble. I got my gunblade as my main weapon. Firepower's a secondary. Nice. Do tell me more. I do really enjoy learning about people's personas, to be fair. It's really interesting to see what people come up with. So, for myself, I was raised on a mountain range with a group of fellow wolves training in the way of the sword. And after coming of age and such, I learned all I really felt I could from them and decided to move on. Always loving my time in the forests, the woodlands, and having spent all my spare time in them. However, as they were under threat from human scientists and such, I started defending the woodlands, and that is when I earned the Woodlands Blessing, which enhances my physical ability. At the small cost of it saps the strength from the woodland. So, not something I use that commonly for that kind of sense. For all I joke around about it, it's fairly serious stuff, that bit. They don't call me the Hellhound for nothing. Nice. Cool little nickname, that. Cool little mantra. Not mantra. What's the word? Oh, hey, some people do like just like more run of the mill personas. Everyone makes their persona different, to be fair. It really does come down to like what it is you're looking to make a character. Like some people really like just basic bare bones. I don't want to say bare bones. That sounds horrible. But like yeah, yeah, say it sounded really judgmental. That's not what I meant. But yeah, some people do prefer like just uh, more typically normal personas. Other people like myself like to be a little more out there. Others go massively out there. I think one of the most intriguing ones I saw was someone's persona was a wolf and a spider, and I think it was a unicorn combination, and it was kind of weird, but it was like their persona, so it's whatever they wanted. They were happy with it, but that was quite a unique combo. Um, now who's being judgmental? It is a little more unique, that one. I did raise an eyebrow, I'll be honest, but it was kind of cool. So there we go. I grab the water now. My persona's twin sister, Natasha Ash, is known as the Inferno. Has she got fire powers as well, by any chance, with the nickname Ash and also known as the Inferno? I feel like I know the answer to this one. Why have we got like holes in the walls? Like, how did this come about? No, there's like holes in the walls where like I haven't dug. Hmm. Right. Anyway, let's get this water set up. Let's get this water set up. Um. Oh, I fucking get up there. Here we go. But no, I do really love hear about different people's characters and stuff they like to do. The only thing that does get me a little bit, and this is my personal like take, not judging others at all. But when people do give like their personas powers, one thing that I don't understand is when they there's a term for this. I've forgotten what it is, but you know when they make something way overpowered, like they can crush the whole universe with a flick of the finger type thing. That to me personally is just like, well, do they not have a bit much? Like when you've got that much power or anything, do they not get bored or anything like that? That's my personal take on it. Others might feel differently, but for myself, I just I don't know. It just seems a little too much. What do you think, Tim?
Hey, if that's what they want, like,
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. If it's what they want, I'm not going to tell them they can't have it. I just don't particularly get that line of thinking myself. Let's see. So if we do that, bring that over. Ash is the shorter name for Natasha. Since Nate and Ash are twins, it didn't make sense to have the two characters with Nat. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. Let's move that for a moment. Bring that over. We can get rid of that. And that one. And I know. Keep. No, we'll keep the one over there actually. Get rid of that one. We'll put that there. What am I doing? Ah, yes, I'm wiring this up. I get so distracted so easily sometimes. Most of the time. A lot of the time. There we go. We've got blue electric power. Let's get the rest of this hooked up. Get the rest of this hooked up. Box, that's not what I wanted. Yoink. I was kind of surprised you didn't know about Scalies, to be fair.
I was scared. I was just say you were saying that like it's all fairies, and it's like, but is it? Like,
Well, furries is the like universal term, the like sort of like an umbrella term that everyone fits under in the community, and then it kind of splits. Below that, you've got fairies as in the actual third animals, and then the scalies, which are your more scaled creatures, such as dragons and lizards and stuff like that. I personally kind of say that we should have like another subcategory for like feathers for like birds because they're not like third animals, so I think they should get their own branch like scalies do. But no, they get put under like the sub fairies branch, if that makes sense.
mm.
Which I'm not overly sure why. Not that it really matters, but I'm just like, if you're gonna differentiate like a scale from fur, why are we not differentiating like feathers as well? But yeah, it's not like it's a major thing. Oh, bollocks. Didn't mean to throw that back down there. Yoink. Right. Why were you not... Oh, yeah, because that's there. What if we... Oh, okay. Cover it up like that. That's fine. There we go. There you go, Tim. The hole's disappeared. You can stop moaning now. She got a nickname
It's
of
still
Inferno
there.
based of her reputation as a bounty hunter. In intense situations, her fire powers emit outwards, change her hair. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's kind of like oh, Phoenix Sorcerer in D&D. They get a power where they can literally erupt into flames, giving all their fire magic like a boost to its damage or whatever. And they literally become a walking fireball. Or at like later levels, a floating fireball. It's sick. Sounds kind of similar. Speed and strength increases as the temper runs hot. That's pretty cool. I mean, I can fill in everything that isn't the water block or cable if you want, Tim, if it makes you feel any better, but...
Nah, it's fine.
Right,
Just being
good.
awkward.
Well, that is now set up, which is good. Oh, I also made that... I can't remember if I said. I made that extra cup of tea song redeemed, which was very nice. Although I think I'll make it my last cup of tea for this stream, or I will not sleep tonight, which is not good. I have work tomorrow, so I kind of need to be able to sleep. Let's see. That wants to go in there. I'm gonna need more steak.
Now that we've got the high voltage, I'm going to chuck 8 overclockers in the automatic smelting ones. Because
Yeah,
we've just
fair
got
dues.
enough power coming in now that it's not as bad anymore.
That's fine. Yeah, the main thing we want more power for is UU matter now. I can't remember how much UU we need per set of
Oh, it's stupid. It's 7 to 1 iridium, and then it's
like
4
4
iridium to
iridium
a
to
single
iridium
plate.
plate. And then you
Yeah, so
need like 24, 28 iridium plates. I know it's quite a lot. It takes a short while. Let's see. Throw that in there. Replace some of my used torches. Get myself more food.
you
Oh,
go
we
in
gave
mining.
Liminal loads of stuff, and we like built her up with armor and stuff, and they were only around for one stream. Ah, well. Let's see. Put the wire back. Put the wire back. Got all of that now.
I feel like every time we start building up a decent chunk of diamonds, I immediately have to condense some stuff again.
Oh yeah, like holy crap, we're down to our last diamond. Holy shit.
I've got
Oh,
some
we've
in my
got. Like
inventory.
I said, we've got loads of silver in that though. At worst. So we're not desperate yet. Nick got his nickname as the Hellhound due to his sheer combat power, his strength to overwhelm an opponent like a flashfire. Ah, interesting. I would have thought it would have been based off his fire ability. Oh, you're making a lot of coal dust. Are you planning on making more solar panels? Yes. Okay, this is how you did it so quickly. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, let's swap this out.
Just a little bit more power coming in.
Yeah, I might go do a bit of mining myself for a change.
Go for it.
I am gonna need to top up my. Oh no, I've got just over quarter of a mil EMC on my client star, so I'm fine. Why did I put cable in there? What? Hey, you stupid bugger. That's not where you want to put cable. Awesome. Right. Mining it is. What are you working on now there if you've made that solar panel?
Just a bit more solar panels so we get the UU going proper.
Awesome. Now, where did I put my... Back in the bag. Because I'm a twat. Awesome. Well, we need to find peeps we can do some more AoE 2 with, like more people. That'd be a laugh at some point. So... Oh, I forgot the... Oh, I'll just use the chests that are already down here. Ah, well. Oh, hello, slime cube. Hello, slime cube. That's not what I will charge. There we go. Oh, fucking hell, where did you come... Where did you fuckers come from? Eat my sword. Little shits. I'm getting up goop all over me blade. Damn it. Fuck, gotta go clean my fucking sword now. Little pains in the ass. Put that down there. Oh man, I never faced off that mechanic that would let players craft their own spells in D&D. I might face that off now that we have a full caster in the party again. Would that be something that your character Belle might be interested in?
We can give it a go.
Awesome. It means you can start crafting again, because that's something that you were really enjoying with Liffy before Liffy died.
I just got that really cool bag as well, and I was gonna ruin your bloody life with it.
Honestly, I was so gutted when Liffy died. Absolutely sucked. Doesn't mean Nate is prone to anger. If he loses control, he can be burned by his own flames. Aye, if you're gonna have a power, you've gotta have a downside. Like, if you've only got superpowers with no downside, it just, I don't know. I think I find it more interesting when there's more consequences and stuff like that. Dumping all the lore instead of sleeping. Oh, that is easily done, to be fair. I've been guilty of doing the same in the past. Oh man, I spent all that time making like custom items for you guys, Tim, and then you went and died.
It is not my fault. They bloody
Oh,
ran off into a trap again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In fairness, that was partly bad luck to end up there, but at the same time, wandering off in a place where you're trying to keep a low profile, not a great idea. Oh man. Could talk for days about my characters. I think most people could, to be fair, so I wouldn't worry about it. Maybe I'll talk to you more about them off stream. Sure. Won't be today, buddy, because after this stream, I want to chill for a bit, because it'll be late and I'll have to go to bed afterwards. But certainly, sometimes just throw me a message, and so long as I'm free, because as I said, I'm quite a busy guy, we'll have a chat. Always fun to learn about more characters. How did you get here? Are you kidding me? I've literally just been here. Little shits, how did you spawn that quickly? Little assholes, right. Oh, I forgot to get more food as well. Bollocks. Damn it. Oh well.
Maybe to bring some down.
Nah, I'm not that desperate, thanks. I'll just need to grab some more when I've finished up here. Might as well go all the way on this, why not? Oh, hello. I found the quarry. Boom, boom. Doo, doo. Might as well grab all that. Give us all the lovely, lovely resources. Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, joys. Guess my inventory's not full yet. What am I doing? Ah, yes. Yoink. Yoink, 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 yoink. Grab all of this lovely, lovely stuffs. Lovely, lovely stuffs. Here we go. Try and rest properly now. No more law. Rest up time. I grabbed some rest, man. You said you'd had like 1 hour's sleep, right? Definitely time to go rest up, buddy. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I hope you have a great rest. You feckin' deserve it. Now, where's the mine? Back over there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Where did I get the iron sword? One of them must have dropped it. I didn't realise they were dropping iron swords in this version of Minecraft. Thought that was a later thing. Boom, 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 boom. Laying Ben watching from my phone. You're literally procrastinating rest, my dude. Rest. Like, don't get me wrong, I love having people around, but dude, do not knacker yourself out for it. I'll be streaming another day. Look after yourself, buddy. Grab all these resources. What kind of solar panel are you working on now, Tim? Another medium, I'm guessing?
Another high.
Another... Oh, you make it a high from scratch. Yeah, that will be taking a short while. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Nate. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you very kindly. More resources down it? Yeah.
So that's part of the reason that I wanted bloody to put the book to 8 over because
Put the what? Oh, the overclock. Yeah, that does not surprise me. Just trying to speed up all those resources. Like the amount of refined iron you're going to need. Like even with
80 stacks.
pardon?
80 stacks.
80 stacks refined iron. Fucking hell. Bonkers. Absolutely nuts. Hello. Didn't mean to do that.
Because of course I went and I did the fucking, well, I did some of the basic math for like the main components, the stuff that you need,
Some of
like
the
80
basic
stacks of.
maths.
Yeah.
Most of the basic maths. Be honest. You calculated it for every resource, didn't you?
No comment.
Oh, joys. What time are we on? 1:45. We will likely call it in 15-20 minutes. Bit of a short one today, for which I do apologise, but busy week at the moment. Oh, hopefully next week we'll be back to full streams, which will be very nice. Oh, man. Just so much at the moment. I swear I'm in a constant state of tiredness, which is very unlike me.
You just do too much.
It's not so much that I do too much. It's got like some of it's just big stuff at the moment. Like just general
I
shit.
reiterate, you just do too much.
I'm not even doing that much at the moment. Like there's not that many survival camps going on. With LFM, I'm mainly just like doing the Discord because I can't afford to go to meets at the moment. I do HEMA, but I wasn't there last week. Can't remember why, but I won't be there this week because I'm out of town. Streaming, I do a couple of times a week, but that's kind of less at the moment because of house shit and other shit and just general shit. Shitty shit. Shitty shit. Eesh. Oh man, you don't do enough. I should start answering that with you just don't do enough.
Hey, that's the chill life, man. Like,
We both know I would not be able to do that. I could do it for a couple of days, maybe a week, and then I would get bored. Call it the ADHD. Alright, okay. That's a load of extra resources that you will burn through in no time. But I'm done with mining for now, so I'm going back up to the surface.
you barely did any.
Look, I was doing it more to chill out for a bit, okay?
I know my perspective on what is an acceptable amount is a bit skewed, but
You can say it's very skewed. I'm sorry. The amount, like the size of that hole, I think you've become desensitized, to be honest, buddy. You've become desensitized. It would be nice if these pipes would stop graphically bugging out, though. Like, it looks pretty cool, but it also makes it very hard to follow what's actually going on. Let's see. Replace some of these. Do that. Do we have any food that's not been condensed? I don't think we do we?
probably not.
Damn it, I am going to go hunting. I say hunting, it's not really hunting when we can fucking fly and shit. Like, our maneuverability and everything kinda makes it a bit easier. Cows don't exactly have a chance to get away. He says having to chase a cow down. Give me that. Awesome. Awesome. Mine. You know, I feel really bad because when I'm killing these cows, I'm not really getting many resources for them. It's like the size of their body, and I'm barely getting anything from it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not against taking meat from animals, but I'm a firm believer if you're going to kill something, you make the most of its body, of like its resources and stuff. And you don't just kill it for like one thing and leave the rest to rot. No, a creature has died for that. You make use of it. Right, yoink. Of course I'd end up doing this at night time, because that was a smart idea. Come on, pick it all up. Right, that's it, you drop down. Let's see. Boom. Boom. I've just had a few more thoughts for tickets to put in for Lakeia, so I'll put them in after the stream. Oh, hello, bow and arrow man. Skinny skeleton man, there you go, you can do one. More cows. How the fuck do you get up in the trees, eh? People think monkeys are good climbers. Right, any more cows? Yep, more cows. Boom. There should be plenty of food for the time being. If I can actually hit the bugger. How am I having lag when I'm hosting this? Like, seriously?
Possibly because your computer's doing 3 billion things.
I mean, a lot. I mean, yes, that's true, but like, it's a beefy PC. It should not be having trouble. Hang on, let me have a look at Task Manager. Let's see, performance. Wow. Okay, my CPU's a lot lower than I thought it would be. My CPU's only sitting at about 35 to 40%. And it's not like any of the threads are maxed out either. Some of the threads are working harder than others, but they're not too bad. Hey, Seth! Welcome on in, Raiders. How are we all doing? What for raid? How did your stream go, Seth? Did you manage to stay alive, or did you all die by daylight, eh? I hope you had a great stream. Welcome on in, Raiders. I am Materies Coil, Wolf Ranger, and Variety Streamer. And today we are doing a little bit of Tekkit. With Tim. How are we all doing? I'm currently hunting for food because we're a little low on food. I do not want to be eating food from the condenser because it's shit food. I want the proper stuff. There we go. Right. Time to go cook it up. Can we sleep? Oi, sleep. Oi, sleep. 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 Dude, go to sleep. Dude, Dude, Tim, answer me.
Hello? What? Sorry?
You're a pain in the ass. How did your stream go anyway, Seth? Hope it went well. Were you doing Dead by Daylight for all of it, or did you do some other stuff as well? Oh man, I'm needing this cuppa. Ah man, right. Also, oh wait, no, stream. Right, no, I got confused for a sec. I was like, why is stream element says shouting out the raid? I forgot. Lakeia can't do that yet. I need to do that. You could consider process lasso. You can assign threads to different processes so they can run side by side, not compete for the attention of the threads. Oh, how can we do that, Devious? I know we can set up specific threads in languages to run on different things, but I'm not familiar with this process lasso technique. I am going to have to look into that. Oh, it's a program. Oh! So you can assign it certain... I'm going to have a quick Google of this. We're on Tim's view anyway, so it's not like you guys are going to see me stationary. What was it called? Process Lasso. Bitsum, eh? Real-time CPU optimization automation. Helps maintain algorithms such as... Okay. Interesting. I don't think I really need it anyway, because my computer's not really like working that hard. Like, I thought it'd be working harder than it actually is. GPU's working a bit harder, but it still could be worth getting for when I'm doing more for like development stuff and things like that, to be honest. Like, some of the stuff I build and where I've got like loads of tools open at once, I could certainly do with something to balance that load a little bit better. I'll have a proper look later on, Devious. Thank you very much for making me aware of it. If nothing else, it'll be an interesting read. Right, cook that mod up. Chuck you in there. Put the lever back. How's the other solar panel coming on?
Very, very expensive.
A small surprise, that. Small surprise. I think it's built for developers, so you can build while doing other stuff. Honestly, that would be awesome. Absolutely amazing. Most of the projects I am making don't take too long to build, usually, to be fair. But certainly some of the more complicated stuff. I think the main thing it would be nice to do is where I do things like Blender baking and stuff like that. Like baking textures in Blender. If I'm doing a high-res texture or whatever, or it's doing a lot of normal maps, that can take a while, particularly if it's got a lot of complex stuff like tessellation and stuff. So that would be very nice to use for that. Like something like Lakea, she doesn't take long to build. Aside from the fact she's not got that much in her at the moment. Like she's got a couple of libraries that it has to compile in her. But she's actually fairly simple. She's just a console app. But for other more complicated stuff like the woodland scene, for example, there's a lot more there to actually compile. So it would be pretty nice to have something that balance that load. I'm going to look at the power flow because I haven't actually seen how much you've done to it.
Not a lot, to be fair. But...
let's see. Yeah, you've done a bit. Slowly getting there. Slowly getting there.
Like I say, most of the resources at the moment are going into these solar panels, so...
Solar panels? How many are you making?
Well, currently I've got 4 stacks of solar panels. I need to make 8 to turn into the high voltage die, so...
Right, okay, yes. I did wonder, for a moment I thought, were you making like multiple high voltage solar panels in one go? That's a big ask.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen like how low our resources are, but...
I imagine they're pretty drastic. I might actually end up going into your hall and doing more of mine. Where's the ender pouches? I'm going to do that, actually.
No, because you're going to ruin my hole.
No, I'll follow the same thing you've been doing. I will follow the same scheme as you've been doing. What level did you have your thing on? When you're pointing upwards?
Maximum.
Maximum? Fucking hell, okay. Yeah, it's probably your GPU which is having a hard time. Yeah, for some of that it will be. CPU still has to do a lot on the compilation. But yeah, when it's baking and that, I have it set to use my GPU. Right now, my GPU is actually working harder than my CPU. CPU is sitting at around 35 to 40%, while my GPU is sitting around 55 to 60%. But that's because there's a lot more rendering going on, because it's got to render the game I'm playing, it's got to render our woodland scene. It's also, right now, it's encoding our stream. So GPU is putting in work. There's a reason I needed to get that upgrade a while back. Right now is what you meant. Yeah, it definitely is. Like, I'm glad I've got this upgrade. I remember back when I was streaming on the old laptop, and there was also the desktop I was using for a while. They were decent, to be fair, for what I was doing. But neither of them would be able to do what I do now. Like, the amount that we're running on these streams, I needed the upgrade we have currently in order to do all that. I would not... That's why I upgraded, so that we could do more things. Have more toys. It's a lot of fun that way. What else do I need? Oh, where's the bags, Tim?
Are they in this chest here?
That chest. It's the. Is it all of them?
It's one of each type.
One of each type. So I want to keep them in order so it's easier to tell. That one and then that one. Why do we have 4 of one type?
Because I just made a bunch of ender pouches.
Ah, okay, fair.
White was just the default.
Fair dues. Back to Mass Effect, go try and bring Geth the Quarian Fleet. Awesome! That means nothing to me having not played the game yet, but I look forward to giving it a go. I hope the game goes well. Thank you very much for the alert, Devious. Right, no, hang on, back up. Right, so I assume, just to check with what you were doing, you're going on minimum power to get like the 3v3 to get under it, and then you're looking straight up and...
No. So I would do it full power. I would go along one of the walls, doing it full power into the wall and placing torches. And then I would just look up and
okay,
at full power the entire thing.
Even though some of your walls aren't fully lined up with that.
Well, you can see there's one particular direction I've been going, which is lined up.
Yes. Wait, what? No, it's not. The back wall isn't lined up.
Well, the problem is when you go full power into the wall and then full power upwards, the 3v3 doesn't line up. So I'll leave one, and then as I do another one into the
Okay,
wall, it's
right,
2, and then
that
another
makes
one
sense.
into the wall, it's 3. So
Yep,
oh,
that makes sense. When you get to play, you'll know why it's ironic and cruel thing to do. Oh boy, are you being a horrible person, Devious? It's hard to picture you as a horrible person. You're normally so nice. I look forward to giving it a go. I've heard a lot of good things about Mass Effect. A lot of good things, so it should be fun to give a go. I've already added it to our backlog research. Did I add it? I know I added it to the Twitch panel. Someone checked the backlog rate. I might have forgotten to add it to that. Oh, fucking hell, they're always full, aren't they? Um, 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 um. Fill that up. Really does not take much to fill up the ender pouches or your inventory on full power, does it?
like this is what this is why I would actually have to sit there every now and then and wait for the ender pouches to go down, despite the fact that we've got 16 redstone engines just constantly pulling.
Yeah.
Like,
No surprise, I'm only just starting to realise it. Why you wanted such an overkill empty system.
make sure you put down the torch as well, otherwise you will
I
have
will do.
mobs
I'm
aplenty.
just... And that's already full again. Fucking hell. It's not in there. Is it not in the wish list, Jeevious? If it's not in the wish list, thank you for checking. I will add that after the stream. I thought I added it in there. Clearly, I did not. Stick all of you in there and we'll get some torches down after that. How much is Mass Effect on Steam? It's a bit of an older game now, isn't it? But it's a pretty big one, so I guess it's probably what, like 20, 30 quid?
Yes.
Yes, he says, because he has absolutely no clue, which is fair enough, because I don't know either. I'll toss all of that back in there. I think it's 40 when not on sale. Okay, fair. Bit more than what I thought. You've been leaving all the resources in the floor. Is it just because it's like more effort to dig them up? I know it's not as time
It's
as
quicker.
efficient. I know it's
Literally time
quicker.
efficiency.
It's just annoying. I know you're being
If you
time
want to
efficient.
go around the entire floor and pick
No,
up
no.
all of
I
that,
said
by
I
all
would do.
means.
I said I would do it as you've been doing it.
The floor I don't mind as long as you replace the blocks in the floor so it's still
Oh,
flat.
I would absolutely do that because otherwise it's just a nightmare to walk off.
Yes.
It goes on sale at 18 or so. Oh, that's pretty good. I might have to see if I can pick it up on sale then at some point. Maybe at Christmas sales. Because if my house is not sorted by Christmas, I will genuinely cry. I will absolutely cry, considering I put in the offer, I think, end of April. So I was told an average of like 4 or 5 months to buy a house, and we're about 3 months in, and we're still hitting delays. So not happy about it. Not happy about it, but there we go. Alright, let's get these torches down. Out of curiosity, where are you planning on settling? I'm staying in the same place I am at the moment, Tesla. So I'm currently in the Midlands. I'm afraid I'm not being more specific than that on Twitch, for obvious reasons.
You don't want to give
Um,
them your exact address? I can give it to them if you want.
do you even remember my exact address?
Uh, it's somewhere south of where I live.
Well, great, excellent, excellent. Really narrows it down. But yeah, I'm in the Midlands at the moment, Tesla. I'm staying in the same neighbourhood. Literally, the house I'm buying is 10 minutes from where I am now. But I'm renting at the moment, and I'm just buying a house because I want to own a house. It's just proving to be a bit of a nightmare. Like, mortgage rates and everything at the moment suck. They really suck. So, but yeah, I don't want to move away at the moment. I don't want to live where I am at the moment forever. Like, to be honest, as stupid as it sounds, when we went up north to meet with some friends the other day, I saw the hills, the rolling hills, and like the forests and stuff, and I genuinely stood there and thought, I miss hills. I miss hills. Outside the big one, I'm not saying more than that. Tim will know what I mean. Where I am is really flat. Like the Midlands is mostly really flat. So I like having hills with trees and forests and stuff. It's normally 16, goes on sale at 15. I would definitely look at getting it where it's on sale then. Like I said, Christmas
That's.
sales hopefully. I do not wish to go through solicitors process again.
I
Oh
feel
yeah.
that bottom comment. Just
I
read the
can
next
get
one.
that. They've dragged out the whole process because the documents weren't in PDF format and they wasted. Oh, Tesla. Oh, I can. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually in a very similar situation at the moment. It's not exactly like that, but it's pretty much. Minus some specifics, it's pretty much the same thing. Absolutely, and I know what you mean. It's so infuriating, isn't it? Like, why? Why couldn't you tell? Why? What am I like? Solicitors for everyone else who hasn't like done it, they cost you. You can be looking at 2 or 3 grand for solicitors. They're expensive. Like buying the house is expensive enough, but like all the fees and everything on top is nuts. And then solicitors, you pay them out your ass, and they do fuck all. They're genuinely. So, I honestly, I fully
Hmm.
understand you there, Tesla. Like 100%, I feel your pain because I'm in a very similar situation. It is so infuriating, and you wonder why the fuck you're paying them so much money. They tell you bugger all and go surprise Pikachu face when you can't read their minds. Yeah, I know. It's really stupid things as well, isn't it? It's really stupid things. Oh man, like I mean, I can't go into details on mine because it's not all my information. There's like other information as well. But yeah, I've had very recently, like just last week, a similar situation, very similar to yours, Tesla, where they hadn't spoken to me for weeks. I ended up chasing them to see what's going on, and it turns out they were missing some paperwork, something that I could have very easily chased up, and they've just never told me. And it's like, why did you never tell me? Oh, yeah, and like I said, oh, you pay through the, it's absolutely infuriating. Sounds like they've just tried to find an excuse. In some ways, it is devious. Like, honestly, you absolutely do wonder. Unfortunately, you don't really have a choice in, like, you have to get solicitors when buying a house in the UK. Like, no two ways about it. You have to get a solicitors. You can't do it all yourself, which is a pain. Um, it, it just, yeah. Honestly, it's absolutely infuriating. Some of it truly is infuriating. Fuck off. Truly is infuriating. So, yeah, I feel your pain, Tesla. I really do feel your pain. Oh man, that's why Tim was laughing when he read your comment. I did wonder. Become a solicitor where common sense goes to die. I, I just want to know what they're actually doing. Like, I realise they've got a lot of people. I totally understand that. Like, they've got a lot of people they've got to try and serve and stuff. But, like, their attitudes and how little. Like, one of the things that was getting me with mine was, like, they would take a while to answer my emails when I was emailing them. And when they did reply, I'd get like a one sentence answer. Genuinely, I would get like one sentence, and it wouldn't even necessarily be an answer to a question I'd asked. It'll be an answer to a completely unrelated question, and it's like, why? That's of no use to me. You've made me wait all this time for an answer, and then not given me the answer I was actually looking for. Well, why? You're just wasting your own time there. It's yeah, it's such a nightmare. Definitely the worst part of this experience. I'll be honest. Definitely the worst part of the house buying experience has been the solicitors. Not even the mortgage rates, which is saying something given how awful mortgage rates are in the UK at the moment. Genuinely, the worst bit has been the solicitors. By far. Absolutely by far. It's absolutely, truly infuriating. Well and truly infuriating. Oh man, my client is at the end of his rope. Well, that's not my fault. Like, yeah, that's not being helpful to me. I get you might have other things going on. I can sympathise, but then still, why is it taking 4 weeks for me to have to chase you for you to tell me something that could have sent in an email in literally 2 minutes? Without a doubt, yeah, it's yeah, no. Solicitors are just a bloody nightmare. They really are. Like, the seller of the house I'm buying ended up messaging me to say, look, we've not heard from your solicitors. Now, luckily, the seller hasn't been an ask. Like, I've known other people have had issues with sellers. They're like, oh, your solicitor hasn't contacted my solicitor. Does that mean you don't want my house and I'll like void your offer? No, luckily this guy does. Actually, I had some common sense and known I am still interested in the house. I do want it. It's just my solicitor's fucking up, not me. Which I'm honestly really grateful for, because if he was getting mad at the same time, I don't know what the fuck I'd do, because it'd be a right pain in the ass. Just the fucking solicitors. Rant over. Man. I was hoping I could go this stream without a rant, but no, I ended up ranting anyway. It's just
That's why I was
genuinely
chuckling when I saw the
infuriating.
message because it was immediately like, oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah, because Tim obviously knows some of the crap I've been dealing with. I don't think you. No, I updated you earlier, didn't I, Tim? On like sort of the latest stuff. It's just, it's been an absolute nightmare. Feel like you unlocked some trauma there. You don't need to apologise, Tesla, at all. You do not need to apologise. It's not so much trauma. It's more the fact that it's just a current frustration. Um, like there's some various stresses going on. I might have to move out of my current place where I'm living before the house buy is done as well, which is kind of weighing on my mind a little bit. So it's just more general stresses than anything. Like the whole process, like give it like once I've moved into the house and give it a couple of months, I'll have a laugh about it. We'll be able to have a laugh and a joke. It's just in the meantime, it's so incredibly frustrating. It really is so frustrating. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Lava, lava, lava. I can now understand why you were hitting lava so often. Fuck, I might have made that worse. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, man. I was actually meant to post about that in the Discord, because obviously if I do end up not in this house while the purchase goes through, I might not be able to stream for a while, which would suck, but we've just got to see how things go. So that's the other thing. Fuck landlords as well, because now I'm having potential issues with that. Oh, man. Why is it so hard just to have, like, a home, a house that's so safe to live in? It should not be this difficult. Really should not be this difficult to have a safe, stable home. But apparently, no, that is still too much to ask. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Sorted it, sorted it. I'm going to block up that lab before I go any further. Why am I digging with the destruction catalyst? There we go. Boom. Ba-da. Let's see. Oh, this is steep, this stuff. This is steep. Oh, joys of joys of joys. Let's just quickly check Lakay. While she's in alpha phase, I just still want to, like, check on her occasionally. But she seems to be doing okay. She's still going along. Timers are still ticking. Awesome. Good job, Lakaya. Knew we could count on you. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, shite. I'm in the lava. Shit, I'm in the lava. I'm in the lava. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I'm on fire. Shit. Bollocks. Burning me fur. There we go. That'll do for now. Come back and do more later. In fact, no, sorry. Got more cobble left. Boom, 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 boom. You still work on that solar panel, Tim, or you got it finished now?
Just finished it. I've just chucked it in the industrial craft chest. You can bloody fit the thing.
Why are you putting it there?
Because you can bloody fit it to the system and change it to high voltage. I just sat and made the thing from scratch.
Okay, fair. It's like, it's not that much effort, but sure, I'm happy to do that. Fuck off. So many slime. The amount of slime balls that are going to be coming up to that system is going to be nuts. Now I've got a creeper. Go on, I'm going to kill you before you kill me. Not that you can kill me, but there, fuck you. Right. Awesome. Awesome. Toss all the good stuff in there.
Yeah, fun fact. Do you know how, like, if you open an ender pouch, you can hear the chest open?
Yeah.
If you open your inventory and look at your little 3 white dot one, but don't open it. If I open it,
Oh! Huh.
it even updates the sprite in your inventory.
Yeah, I've just
Show
noticed
that I'm in it.
That's cool. That's a nice little touch, that. Did not know. I'm going to block up that water as well. Oh, that updated. Of course, that updated it.
What I really want, I want bloody to get to level 30, and I want to try and get Fortune 3 on my pickaxe, and then I'll actually go and pick up all the bits from the ground. Because, like,
That
Fortune
would be
3 on it would
that
just...
would be pretty good. You will get a lot of shit if you do it with Fortune 3 pick.
I'm at level 21. Like,
It'll take a while to get a Fortune 3. I don't think it was easy getting Fortune 3 in this version, was it?
it's fine. I can fly, so I just need to run around and kill a ton
Kill
of
a load of
mobs.
mobs, yeah, because this was long before you could, like, get XP from cooking things in the furnace. It was nice when they added that. It was a nice little feature. It's really
It just
easy
made
to get
sense.
XP now. Yeah, what version did they add it in? I don't think it was that late on, was it? Was it like 1.4?
Can't remember for the life of me.
I'm not sure either. I know it wasn't that long ago. Catch it there, fuck you. No, it was a long time ago. Sorry, it wasn't that long into it being out, is what I meant. You know what I mean.
Hmm.
You know what I mean. More stuff in there. Swap it over. Oh man, all these resources, all this crap we've mined out, and we've still burnt it all. It just goes to show how expensive some of the shit is in this game. Like, you don't realise how much it is once you start using things like the quarry and that, because you don't, particularly when you put the quarries in water, so you don't truly see how deep it is or anything like that.
Hmm.
It's nuts. So, are you... Did I see if you see you nearby me?
Yeah, I'm floating around like all the caves and stuff, looking for mobs and twatting them because it's daylight.
Oh, that's fair.
I just want the enchant the bloody pickaxe.
I mean, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I guess I'll take...
As you say it with this one, like there's just not many good ways of getting XP in this.
Well, I think the only way is to kill mobs. I don't think there is another way in this version. Well, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the only way.
Oh, there's
Oh,
another thing.
Destruction Catalyst doesn't work on obsidian, does it? I don't have a diamond pick on me.
I have a spare if you want it.
Yeah, go on, throw it in the pouch. Oh, why does it
Oh,
not work on obsidian?
it's in the white pouch in the bottom corner. Take it
Yeah,
for.
I got it. Oh, man. Really frustrating. Also, as a heads up, you are streaming, by the way, and not everyone has night vision like you do.
What do you mean? That's perfectly bright on the stream. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, fair. Personally, I find that a bit dark, but... Oh, unfortunately, this isn't the version where you've got, like, the power armor and can give yourself night vision. That power armor was pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty neat. To be fair.
It's perfectly fine. Don't encourage him, Jeevious. He'll make it darker. That's fair.
Problem is,
Clearly, it's just my old fogey eyes. My eyes just don't work is the problem.
no bloody mobs back there because all the torches are down. Oh, hello.
I guess you should be able to find something, surely. We can knock out all the torches in this room if you want. You'd end up with a massive mob farm, probably too big of a mob farm.
Hey, to be fair, if we
You
knock out all the
being
ones
so
in your downstairs area.
Fuck. Oh, that's a good shout. Yeah, that'll work. I don't think it's properly lit down there. Yeah, it's not even me being old there, Jeevious. I am just taking the piss. But my eyes genuinely just don't work. It is really infuriating. I have to have quite strong prescription glasses. And it sucks. I end up having to use contacts for when I do martial arts and stuff like that. Because it's my only choice. I'm not a huge fan of contacts, but it's much better than trying to wear some sodding glasses under a HEMA mask.
Yeah. But to be fair, I can confirm, like, back when we were younger, there were, like, before he got his glasses, there would literally be times where he'd say, oh, the bus is coming, and he wouldn't, and I'd be able to tell him what bus number it is before he could see what bus it was.
Yeah,
I
we'd
mean,
be
like,
waiting
there was
at
a
the bus
bus.
stop, and Tim would say, oh, it's like the 97 is coming, and it's like, there's a bus coming? How the fuck can you read the number when I can't even see the fucking bus? Like, not even an exaggeration. My eyesight is just that bad. Like, to the point where other people who wear glasses can't, they can get away with doing HEMA and martial arts and stuff like that with their glasses off without contacts, because while their eyesight isn't great, it's good enough for them to be able to do it. But I can't, because it's like, it was the same when I did dodgeball at university. I wouldn't see the dodgeball or see the sword until it's about 6 inches from my face. Now, I'm fast, but I'm not the fucking Flash. I'm not Sonic the damn Hedgehog. Like, by the time it's 6 inches in front of my face, it's too late for me to do anything. Especially with dodgeball. Dodgeballs can be moved at like 80, 90 miles an hour when you're playing against England players. So there was no way I was dodging that shit where it's 6 inches away. Oh boy. Yeah, my eyesight is bad, Devious. It's bad. I think it's improved slightly, to be fair, since I was a teenager, because part of the problem when I was a teenager was I grew really quickly. I got my height in a very short space of time, and apparently that stretched, like part of that actually stretched my eyes or whatever. I don't know the full thing, and that's part of what made it really bad back then. But even now, it's still pretty terrible. It is still pretty terrible. Awesome. Okay.
To be fair, I am very lucky. I'm pretty sure I'm the only member of our family that doesn't wear glasses. Like,
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone else has to wear glasses. Bar mum, but she got her eyes lasered. So, is it an eye disease or just normal? Nah, it's not a disease or anything. It's just normal bad eyesight. So I'm quite short-sighted. I do have astigmatisms in both eyes, but that's like not uncommon. It's not a disease or anything. It is just I have bad eyesight. That's all it is, Sim. Nothing fun. No, like, major thing. Just I can't see. My eyes don't work properly.
you don't even get a good story from it, do you?
Nope.
They don't work.
It was hilarious because a running joke at work is the fact of a lot of us younger devs prefer dark theme on things, whereas a lot of the older devs prefer light theme. And it's because dark theme is actually better for your eyes generally. And our line manager tried arguing, oh, but is it because of like your job and everything? Because you sit at a desk all day that your eyes don't work? It's like, well, no, he said it was dark theme that caused my short eyesight. It's like, well, absolutely no, I had bad eyesight long before I was using dark theme or like working at a desk job. I got my glasses in high school, like years ago. It was long ass time ago. I'm long-sighted with astigmatism, so practically a bit of both. Oh, that's rough, buddy. That's rough. It is a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Like, just general day-to-day stuff. Like, I've gotten used to my glasses over the years, don't get me wrong, but not having to deal with glasses, honestly, like I've said, I will get my eyes lasered at some point. It will cost an absolute fortune. It will not be cheap, but I am going to do it because it will be 100% worth it for me. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. There, I have something called Karato. Ooh, I don't know how you pronounce that, sorry. It's a bit weird. I have like a cone on an eye which makes my vision a bit wonky. That's weird. I wonder what caused that then. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, Jeevious. I hope it's not too bad of a, No, I don't have traffic cones for eyes. Oh, I get the feeling like you've heard that joke far too many times, buddy. I hope it's not too much of a pain for you. Like, honestly, having fully functioning eyes that don't have problems is something that some people just I'd say take for granted, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't realize how bad of a problem bad eyesight is unless you really have to deal with it. People that have never had, like, bad eyesight, oh, man, you have no idea of just how much of a problem it can be. Oh boy, right, I'm gonna face this last rotom and then should I head back and finish up? I was gonna finish up like half an hour ago, but we just kind of carried on.
Are you sure you're enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Everyone's having fun in the chat. Lakay is still working. She's doing well. It isn't they stopped developing, so it probably won't get any worse than it is. Well, at least that's something then. if it's not going to get any worse, at least you've got that going for it. Like, if it was still getting worse, that would be pretty, like, poor. Like, if my eyesight was still getting worse, like it was initially when I was still growing, I would genuinely be really upset. Which is good because it could make... Oh, yeah, no, that is brutal. That kind of puts what I've been moaning about into scale a little bit. Like, my eyesight's bad, but I'm not going blind anytime soon. Well, touch wood anyway. So, yeah, that's awful. Not the black kind of... Oh, as in like the grey, everything kind of mushes into one colour type thing? Cool. That would, in some ways, that would almost be worse than being blind because you're getting some kind of input, but it's completely useless. Like if I take my glasses off, like I'm blind, but I can still walk around the house. Like I can still see where I'm going. I can walk down the street. Everything's a blurry mess, and it'll give me a headache, but I can still like operate generally. I just can't like read the screen on a computer or anything. But that is horrendous. I would honestly, I would almost rather be blind. In fact, I say this hesitantly because I wouldn't want to actually say it. But I think if it was going to be that bad, I would almost rather be like fully blind, like full black. Because by that point, it's like, well, you're getting no input, so you can focus on your other senses and develop them more. Whereas if you're getting like that grey mush, you're still getting something, but it's just as useless, and it means you're not able to focus on your other senses as much, is what I'm assuming. Having not been there, I can't actually really say for certain, but I'm assuming it would be that kind of case. Alright, let's get back to the house, Tim.
Yep.
And we'll see who we can give a raid to. See who's streaming. Let's hit that lot back in there. Ooh, do that. Do that. Oh, I should decharge me destruction catalyst before I accidentally destroy the house. Like you did. All those years ago. Okay, so let's see who is streaming. Riley's streaming. Oh, they're doing Stardew Valley. Let's give her a raid, shall we? Riley, dear kitty. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've had an awesome stream. We've had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, there'll be no stream tomorrow as I'm out of town. I will hopefully be streaming on Saturday, though. We'll be doing more Zelda Ocarina of Time. Hopefully, week after, we'll be back to full streaming. But periodically, I might be missing some time, partly because of the house buying stuff. And I have other obligations as well, but I will try and keep things consistent. Exclamation mark Discord to join our Discord. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Take care.